and welcome back to Animal Well. Last time we beat the game, and today I'm starting in the menu just because it feels right. In any case, before we properly continue, let's return to the house. There are a few things I want to start off with today before after I fix my audio here. First of all, I have actually not really talked about the lore of this game, like for the most part, and I feel like this is probably the best point to start talking about like my understanding of the lore, right? Like before, there wasn't really, first of all, time to really talk about it because I was oftentimes focused on like the small puzzles in this game, and second of all, it just kind of wasn't quite in the way that way, right? Like all of it was rather hidden in the background is probably a way to put it. So, because this is also very important to my understanding of like the ending sequence, and I have like some thoughts about that before we again start with like the proper episode. First of all, my understanding currently is that the animal well, obviously we are inside of a well, we have like this massive chute like down the middle, that I by the way want to try to climb later on. But like my original thought where the game would basically take me was basically outside of the well, right? Like as a way to escape for some reason. But here's the thing. We never knew what we had to do basically, right? Like or why we were doing things. Yeah, we knew about like the flames and we had to get them, but we didn't get why. Assuming that this place here is canon, apparently this is our house, or like at least somebody who knows us, because right, there's like a painting of us over there. But I'm assuming that this is probably more of like a museum and kind of more a fun thing than a 100% serious thing. In any case, so my understanding here right now is that for some reason the rats were banished down here. I'm saying this is the rat area mainly because we have like dozens of rat statues, and I don't know why, but they have an incubator. Now the question is the incubator about like the eggs we are finding, or is it about the manticore we found here? Because maybe the manticore was like created here and then they used the incubator to make it grow up, and it was banished here, like enclosed here. So this is like the big thing that I'm still not really getting, because like the manticore came kind of out of nowhere. And this is like actually the main thing that I really disliked so far about the ending. Maybe there's like some more explanation later on, but like there has not been any indication of a manticore being here until we reached this place. And even then, we only learned about the fact that this is a manticore after we beat the game and we got an achievement for that. Right? And we didn't defeat it, we freed it. I don't know why. In any case, like going back to like the imprisoning, we do know that it was like kind of imprisoned here by 4 of the animals. We have the chameleon, we have the wolf, we have the seahorse, and if I'm sitting around, you're actually dreaming of bunnies? Interesting. Yeah, but like this is kind of what's the last one? I'm already forgetting. The other one. I should know that. It's been not that long since I actually played, right? Like I could just look at the top. Oh yeah, the ostrich. It took me so long to think about that. In any case, right, we have like those 4 animals. But apparently there used to be like other rulers of this kingdom. Why do I think that? Because we have statues of those. And the first reason why I thought that was actually the wolf area. Because if I am opening the map here, at the very top there are actually these dog statues. And we returned the disc from the wolf to the dog. That's basically one of the things why I thought that. But it actually goes deeper, because when we're looking at the chameleon, behind the chameleon, we found the... it was like... which button is it? Like over here, we found the snake disc. And we have the snake statue. So I'm guessing that there used to be like 4 other animals that kind of controlled like the whole... or like ruled the world. And those were the dogs, the snake, the penguin, and the kangaroo, because we have found recesses of all of those except for the dog. The dog technically only has like the thing up here, and we had to return like a disc to them, right? Like to all of them basically. This is like my theory. Maybe the other animals here actually had like another secret disc that I have to find to open like the old areas. I don't know. But this is basically where I am. I don't really get a lot of stuff, right? We have the animals here, they are living in the well, and for some reason they had like a change of power, I'm gonna call it. And then they enclosed the manticore here, or like the rats, both into the well, and they were kind of mad, and now we freed them somehow. Whatever that means. But yeah. In any case, I've been yapping for 5 minutes, but there's like one last thing that I want to talk about here. It's not really lore, but whenever I'm editing, I tend to like edit and watch like through the whole episode to cut out like all the bits where I feel like I can skip something. But I also take notes because I rarely get the chance while playing. I have like a whole page of notes of stuff that I want to check out. As I mentioned in the last episode, everything like post game is going to look quite different. I'm gonna cut out a lot more probably, or like go around and I will probably record for like an hour or so instead of like half an hour each time. And then the episode is going to be as long as it's going to be basically. In any case, I can also sit here apparently. But that's all. Okay. In any case, I want to check out like a lot of stuff. Before we can do that, I kind of want to explore the house because there were like a few things I didn't quite get. This is just locked. Okay, I probably just need a key. This is the clock, and looking at it, it's definitely not the time in my world. But it continues when I'm pausing. Also, very important. As you can see, I figured out what the stopwatch does. I figured that one out last time after ending the episode. It just tells me how long I've been playing. 10 hours? Just about. Obviously, there's like some AFK time here, but just about 10 hours that I've been playing. Not quite sure what the big clock here is about though, because there are some numbers, so they are probably important. I will probably figure that one out at some point. Also, I need to get used to like looking at my second screen every once in a while, just so I know when I can toggle stuff. For example, like here, there was like a squirrel that held the stopwatch and wasn't visible on screen. And I like the issue obviously is the way I record. I kind of need to either remove the camera completely or do it like this. Maybe I should start recording my camera separately and just edit it in, but it seems like a lot of effort for a few situations. In any case, we also saw like this ring. Not sure about this one. Okay, touching it doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Wait, is that a keyhole in the middle? Wait a second, I am being silly. I have a lantern. I can look at stuff. Not sure what this is about. And goes deeper into the well? You're obviously blocking me, but I can just do that. Okay, we have the penguin again, more penguins. We have koalas, mice. We do have the other statues, like we have the ostrich here, we have the wolf. I didn't want to jump here. Wait a second. The game doubly loops? Okay. I originally wanted to use the bubble wand to jump around. Okay, that's kinda awkward actually. I want to explore like some other stuff down there first. But that's actually not too bad, because I can just teleport around. And the lantern is going to make exploration so much easier. The question is, what do I want to do first? Probably, but I feel like the very first thing I should probably do is return down here. So there's something I found while exploring the last area. I'm gonna go there real quick. So there are actually multiple things that I found, but the first thing is over here. This is like during the fight. We had found like the shrine. This is the incubator, right? So the question is this the incubator for the manticore? Also, there's like technically a way down here. I just noticed. So you can see this area earlier. That's interesting. It's below the snake area. I wouldn't know how to get there though. Huh, just because of the glass roof. Or glass ceiling, not a roof, but... I mean, it's technically both. Right, we had seen this one, but this is blocked. I don't think I can play music. I need to get closer to that thing on the other side to continue here. So yeah, this is like the symbol of the manticore. Something is blocked here. I don't know why I need to reach that shrine that's like next to my cam. But there also was the second area that I had found while running around. Where was it? Wasn't it just here? Huh? Wait a second. How did I miss that one? There was something in... I feel like it was like a fake wall. Wait a second. Oh, it's over here. Okay. This is another thing that I found. I mentioned this in the top area. There's like this room that had like this duck and a rabbit face, right? That is like a classical illusion. I think it was like the one up there. And then I noticed this while looking. We have like all of those smiley faces here. And we also have like the cross in the middle. So it's kind of telling us where we have to, or like the inputs that we need to make. And I remember there just being like a lot of smiley faces and sad faces. And interestingly enough, originally I thought like smiley face obviously is like, you know, the up button, but apparently it's the down button. So I'm gonna have to write that down. It's kind of awkward with like those ones, but I'm gonna write down what like all of the different smiley faces mean and what I have to press. And I'm going to have to probably enter that code here, because there's like a chest down there and I don't know how to open that one unless I can just break this somehow. Yeah, no. I'm guessing I need to enter like a code, and I first need to figure out how to read that stuff. Interestingly enough, from what it seems, it's the eyes are kind of the same whenever you're looking like on the other side, but the face, like if you're mirroring edge, basically, right? Like what I mean is, like for example, this face here has like these droopy eyes, right? Like this, but a smiley face. But the top left one has the same droopy eyes, but a sad face. Same with like the left and right side, for example, right? It's kind of a symmetry like that. So now that we have done that, it's probably just time to work through my whole list. But before I do that, now that I noticed this here again, maybe there's like something I can find if I climb up here. And then afterwards I'm going through my list. Because it's kind of weird that we can climb into this direction here, right? Maybe it's not that. Wait, there's something on the left side that we can't actually reach. Like, from the other side. So let's see what happens if I go here. Probably nothing, right? Yeah, it's kind of just a way back up, I guess. I don't know, I expected kind of a little bit more. In any case, I first of all obviously want to finish exploring this place. Again, like we can't go up here. We don't have stuff over here. So I guess there isn't actually that much to explore. I still don't know what this is about. This might be something at the end of the game. I still don't know what it does to become a statue. I kind of want to try that one in... There's like this one pedestal that I'm not so sure about. I would like to try that. What happens, by the way, if I... Okay, I figured out what happens if I turn off the lantern while in the middle of one of those. That's actually useful because that means that I can reach the top here. Let me try that again. Right, like this. If I jump and then... how did I do it before? Just do it at the same time. Elephant? So yeah, there's definitely more of the animal kingdom represented here. Don't know. I mean, I'm just doing this thing, looking up. I don't know if that means anything though. Yeah, but we do have like all of the animals represented here again. So one of the things that I want to do... Wait, that's not a lever, right? Yeah, no. There's a dig spot somewhere in this well shaft, so let's check that one out. But before I do that, I'm just gonna look if there's something in the background. Oh, wait, secret. Now that I have infinite jumps, thanks to the bubble one, that's going to be a lot easier. There's going to be something here on the right. Is it here? Haha! The pickled egg, Yeah, that's the first thing. It's nice that we can see that one still on the map, but there's like a dig spot. I wanna say it's like around... No, there was like one... how do I put it? That's like this one door that we opened and I didn't know why we opened that one. That should be somewhere on the right side. Yeah, it's this one. Like we opened that door and I wasn't sure why we did that. Okay, but I can reach that quite easily. And we can also explore like those areas now that we can remove the poison. There is not a lot of need to do that, but I mean we can do it now. Anyway, we have the top. It's probably just going to be a chest. Yeah, thought so. It's a post-modern egg. Well, it's certainly one of them. So the next thing I'm going for, because like this list is kind of out of order. It's kind of just in the order that it came to my mind originally. I'm gonna go back to the storeroom and apparently there's a lot of poison gas here now. Because if I go through here, I now have the ability to basically jump in infinite height. So we should probably use that. All of the bubbles, infinite bubbles. I mean, there's kind of a limit because they kind of burst every once in a while if they touch something, but that means that we now have a new area. Oh, that's definitely complicated. I definitely need the bubble one here. They are not allowed to touch the water either, but I should just be able to do platforming sections like this. And this should bring me to the other section with the... There was a bunny, right? Like in the beginning of the game. It feels awkward to do that, but it's definitely doable. It's just a little awkward at least, just because I'm not used to it yet. And we did it. And we have the bunny. Secret rabbit. Find a secret rabbit. Okay, that's an achievement. But it didn't really do anything for us. Wait, what? Is that all? Apparently this is all. Okay. I mean, I do like getting achievements. Wait, was that... That was a blue fruit, right? I just ate that one and got like another blue heart, I think. In any case, it's marked that one. So my theory is that maybe my theory is right, that I'm at some point going to need those still, right? Which is why I'm marking them. I wouldn't know why I would need them though, right? It's just kind of a hunch. Okay, here's a funny thing. I just had to check my achievements because I didn't remember where all my flames were. Because I have like some notes about the bee flame, and I'm like, which one was the bee flame again? I thought it was this area, and it is like in the bottom left. And apparently I saw a fish with glowing eyes. Let's check it out. I mean, at least I have this receiver this time around, but I'm genuinely not sure what this note even means. And I've just written it recently. That's like the funny thing about it. Oh, this area also has like one of those receivers. Okay, that makes it even easier than before. Does this one have one? Yeah. Okay, like we never did this like this because it really wasn't necessary to use the left room again. But now I can, if I really wanted to. And now I am able to use bubbles here. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Okay, we have this fish here, but I don't think I talk about that one in my notes. I don't think I was referring to anything in here, I'm gonna be completely honest. Maybe it's actually here? Maybe it was because like the... Was it because of that? It's been some time. Like the fish kind of makes some movement here, like sometimes moving the fins around, right, like this. But I don't think this is a code. Also? Am I seeing this right? There's a gap up there. I mean, it wasn't what's in my notes, but apparently this is maybe important. Climb. Oh. Wait, am I right about this? Like, this is something I want to test. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the remote? I am not sure what this is about then otherwise, because I don't think I can do something else. Like, I mean, I can turn into a statue, but I don't think that does anything, right? I can't go through stuff, I can't activate anything here, but like the symbol is the one of myself, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to activate something to move those figurines about. I wouldn't know from where, huh? Good to know that this area exists here, but I really can't do anything here. I don't think so, at least. But it does have this thing again, so I'm guessing... Wait a second, maybe I'm understanding this right, or maybe we're getting like an ability, like one of those special abilities here at the end, where I'm getting like a wheel that I can put in here, because it is kind of rounded, right? And then I would sit in here and then could maybe control like all of the boxes, because I would also need that one in the other room. So, yeah. Like, it would be really useful if I could remember where this is. And also this looks like another blue fruit, so I'm gonna have to put a heart symbol here. Yeah, this. Like, just because there's some in such dangerous situations, I'm feeling more and more like this is going to be important at some point. Like, I've been to the left here. I don't think I was referring to anything here. Unless talking about the blue flame thing was actually here. Also, there's like a receiver in the entrance of the blue flame area, but I think that's the one at the top that I'm referencing here. Oh yeah, it's this one, I think. No. No, this is not a fish, this is a penguin. I would be surprised if I was referring to that one. Huh. Well, I guess we're just leaving by accident, but there are more things that I can do. The next area is over here, because my theory to save those cats... Oh, you're back? Gosh, take it. Why are you back? Okay, you have a heart if I play this. No, you're tame? Or like, not tame, but like, calm down. Huh. I wasn't aware that this was actually a solution, so apparently I'm just supposed to play a note every once in a while. In any case, up here... this, by the way, also why I'm thinking that the kangaroo might have been like really powerful in the past, just because there are statues of them, and also they're just kind of here to mess you up whenever they can. In any case, we can now go up here, and my theory still was that the cat calls should be all in this area somewhere, and this is the last place where it makes sense. And now that I can basically fly, it makes sense that we can reach the... Oh, there's a code, okay. Just a regular fruit though, right? That wasn't a blue one. I hope, unless I didn't pay attention. So, right... I can write it down. Up, left, and the last one is down. Okay, that's the last cat code. Time to save the last cat. Oh yeah, that was like a very quick trip. Okay, let's enter this one. Right, up, left, down. Then that's the last one. You gonna move? Yeah. That means I just have to go up again and... Wait a second, the way up is actually over here, right? And then we can visit the cat mom again. Now the question is, does that actually do something for us already, or do we need the code? Oh, you're entering the code. That's kind of silly. They're playing an entire song. How sweet. I should have paid more attention to like the note, but hey. Found a wheel! Okay. I'm in a wheel now? Does that mean I can roll over spikes? Oh, that's nice. Can I jump? I can jump, okay. Haha. So I was right, because there is this thing. Yeah, that is something I'd found earlier already. Scarlet egg! Which also means, this is by the way really wonky moving like this. I'm inside of here, I'm stuck. I can probably just, yeah, I can just exit. But that does mean that I want to enter another place now. By the way, do they do anything here? No, okay, I can't jump into that one. But there are two places that I can use that one now, right? Oh, I have to do that this episode still, right? Yeah, that's like the last thing we are going to do this episode. So the first thing is obviously going to be the thing over here. It's on the other side, obviously, of this wall. But that should open this chest. I'm looking forward to that already. Which also means that we can finally bring like those other things in the right position. Yeah, this definitely works. It's not quite the right position. Let me go... Huh. I mean, this one's easy, right? Like I can just go over here now. And then put like a slinky down. To activate the first one, because they have to be active at the same time. But wait, I might be overthinking this. I feel like I can probably move you slightly further in. No. Maybe there's like a different distance. Okay, they are not equal distance every single time. That's important. That clarifies this thing. I just have to make that jump. Come on. And that opens that door. And I'm guessing this is just going to be another egg. And then obviously there's the other area that I can find. The golden egg. Woo! And obviously there's the last area that I still have to enter. It's the one that we just visited. Wait a second. I just noticed something else here. I need to do that jump. You can use the remote here. But you can also open like slightly like a part of a pathway. So just notice actually another area as well. Okay, so this was kind of lucky. How do I do that though? Are you supposed to hit that one and then... If I stand on top of that one... No, wait, that's not the right timing. I need, like, my idea is to stand on top of it and maybe I'm low enough that I can just ride it through here. Is that the right... Seems to be the right position, okay. Just have to pay attention to jump off here. A galaxy egg! This isn't even the thing that I wanted to check out. I wanted to check out like another place, but it was good that I was noticing this thing. Just because there's like this ledge here and it was kind of suspicious. And now it should just be over here again. And now we do have the wheel. And if we move you over here like this... probably about here. Okay. So the issue here is that I kind of blocked the exit over there, but if I go to the very right here, it should be fine. I can deactivate it and just roll over all of those spikes. That obviously is an issue. I probably have to deactivate it mid-air. Okay, I can just do that. Okay, that's interesting. Also useful to know, but we should just do this platforming here and continue with the second part of this puzzle. Okay. What do you want from me? I can move you around. I probably want to see what this button does. Okay, you activate that fan there. Oh, okay, I get what I have to do here. That isn't too bad, because if I put the frisbee in here and then go over here again, I can move the frisbee to the left, basically. Wrong direction. Right, like into this spot here. Should be fine like this. And then I'm gonna stand on top of here. And it's going to activate. Perfect. I can make this little jump here. Also perfect. And now I just need to reach the other side over there. Which means that I just need to put the thing into the right position. Is that enough? I'm always trying to cancel with B. But I actually just have to press X again. Which slightly confuses me. I can't activate it mid-air. I can just disable the ability mid-air. Interesting. In any case, last button. And that is another egg. It's a brick egg. Ooh. How many eggs do we have? We have 49. So we are still missing 2 new abilities. Okay, this is actually interesting. I originally thought we would get like the dog as well as like one of the animals with like the secret disc, but if we got like another ability from like the cats, or like I'm guessing it's a lynx more like a cat, but I'm just gonna call them cats. But we still have like the kangaroo and we have the penguin as like secret discs. And I'm assuming that this is going to be the entire inventory. It would be weird to have like another row of abilities here, just because there isn't actually that much game left, assuming that there are actually 64 eggs, because that's like the last time we can open a door with like the peacock, right? I like the bird area, okay? It's great. I like getting upgrades. In any case, I think that this is enough exploring for today. I'm gonna continue obviously playing through this game to 100% as much as I am able to do so. Next time I still have like a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff on my list. I'm just going to continue with that one. Like for example, now today we obviously have like the note about like the directions and the smiley faces, right? And I have like this entire page of notes, and like most of them aren't even crossed out yet. In any case, I'm gonna continue with that one in the next episode. In any case, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you all for watching. I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one and bye bye.